Hello and welcome to another discussion on this channel. In this discussion, we will consider who to add to your diversity visa case. Now, I guess most of you are aware of the saying, life happens. And yes, it does. From the time you entered the diversity visa lottery up to present, life has surely happened. You may have changed your place of residence or say your job. It is also possible that your family situation changed during that time, and you have to take that into consideration. So, who are you allowed to add to your diversity visa case after you get selected in the diversity visa lottery? The first person you are allowed to add to your diversity visa case is your spouse who came into being after you entered the lottery. So, at the time you entered the lottery, if you were already married, you were under the obligation to enter the diversity visa lottery along with your spouse. But in case you were not married at that time, and it happened that you got married sometime after you entered the diversity visa lottery, it is such a spouse that you are allowed to add to your diversity visa case. So someone who sees that they have been selected in the diversity visa lottery can decide to then get married and later submit their DS-260. That is allowed according to the rules and regulations of the diversity visa program. But if you should decide to do that, make sure that the spouse you are adding is your legitimate spouse. Do not add anyone who is not your legitimate spouse for any reason. Remember that we said background checks are conducted. And in case from those background checks, it is discovered that the individual you added as a spouse is not your legitimate spouse, you will be disqualified. And that brings to my mind a lucky young couple who I worked along with a number of years ago. This guy won the diversity visa lottery and later got married. And what happened is that when he returned from his interview, he said to me that the consular officer checked our Facebook pages. And the good thing is they had photos of their relationship dating back to several years on their respective Facebook pages. And it was only because of that that the consular officer issued them their diversity visa. So when we speak of background checks, they could be conducted on any platform where you have some form of presence, including social media. So take that into consideration throughout your diversity visa application process. The second person you can add to your diversity visa case is a child or children you had after you entered the lottery. Like in the case of the spouse, at the time you entered the lottery, in case you had a child or children, you were required to enter the lottery along with them. But in case it was after you entered the lottery that child or those children came into being, then the diversity visa program rules and regulations allow you to add such a child or children to your diversity visa case. So those are the two persons you are allowed to add to your diversity visa case. Now, to summarize, we can say only those family members who the diversity visa rules and regulations allow you to add to your case are those that should be added. And that concerns only legitimate nuclear family members who were added to your family after you entered the diversity visa lottery. And with that, we come to the end of today's discussion. Thanks for watching the video. And as usual, let's continue discussing in the comment area below, and I will see you, God willing, in the next video. Goodbye.